My name is Traci Lewis, and I've been in real estate now for 18 years. You know, the reason that I went into real estate, I was a school teacher for several years, and I picked up a Tony Robbins book. On Friday nights, I would go and read books at the bookstore that I couldn't afford to buy. And I saw the opportunity to have a bigger life. And I had $24 in my wallet until payday, and the book was $14. So I went and I bought the book, and within 2 weeks, I quit teaching school. I got my real estate license and jumped off the ledge into real estate. I started with Century 21 and was with them for 14 years. For 8 of those, I actually led the #1 Century 21 team in the nation, and then eventually was with Keller Williams for 3 years after that. I think one of the biggest differences that we really have in our real estate industry in San Antonio is we've done a really great job of building some teams. We've got a great group of people that have their own specialization. So we really run it more like any other professional business where, you know, not one person does all the different jobs, and we're able to make sure that people are really staying in their specialty. My husband and I had met Rob Flick several years ago, and he, of course, was one of the largest recruiters in Keller Williams history. And when he called Scott and said, "Listen, I've got something you've really got to take a look at," we were both a little bit apprehensive. Things were going very well in our Keller Williams business. We were one of their top recruiters. We were making lots of money in real estate sales. But because of Rob's level of credibility, we took a look at it. And as soon as we took a look at eXp, within 45 minutes, Scott and I both knew we were going to make the transition. In fact, we understood that really it would be negligent on our part to not make this transition, especially after we saw the revenue calculator. Well, we talk a lot about agent ownership, and I think it's really, to be honest, kind of the inmates running the asylum. That's one of the greatest things about eXp. We do actually have an opportunity to be a voice in the company, to have some say in the way that things are done so that the company is completely agent-centric. The company is there to serve the agent, and the company is there to help us grow and prosper and learn, and the whole environment is very nurturing and loving, and it's just a beautiful, wonderful place to be. One of the biggest wonderful blessings of eXp is the great support staff. And the fact is that we have so much support. In every other real estate company that I was ever with, you know, there was one receptionist and one technology person who was always overworked, and you could never get any time with them. And, you know, only one broker there to ask any questions. With eXp, there's several people that really can help us anytime here in the San Antonio market. We've got people that are there working in the cloud from 6 a.m. our time to 8 p.m. our time. So whether it's technical challenges, or we need help with our transactions, or we just need some support from some of our brokers, we've got lots of people there to help us out. It's the most supportive organization I've ever been a part of. One of the biggest differences with eXp is the level of training that we're able to have. Because it is cloud-based, we're able to have the kind of training classes that normally I would have to travel to a convention or to NAR or any of those big events to really participate in such high-level training. I'm able to learn from people across the country. I'm able to do that 15 hours every single week and not have any travel expenses. In fact, I don't even have to put gas in my car in order to be able to come to these training classes. And they're highly specialized, and they're industry-leading cutting-edge technology. In both Century 21 and Keller Williams, most of the training classes that I attended were how do I make better cold calls. The eXp model is completely different. It's much more lead attraction, and it's just a much more elegant way of doing real estate. The technology aspect of eXp is certainly the most glamorous and exciting part of the entire company. It allows us to be cutting edge in our real estate business and to go where the consumers are instead of expecting them to find us. We can reach out to people that are actively looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. So it's just a much nicer way of doing business. You know, if you're considering joining eXp, I encourage you to really do your due diligence. The more time and energy that you spend really learning about the power of this company, the more comfortable you're going to be with this decision. At the end of the day, us real estate agents are in business to take care of ourselves and take care of our families, and we have to be loyal to ourselves first and foremost. eXp is by far the best way to take care of your family, not only short term, so you should be able to do a whole lot more transactions with eXp because of the training and the technology, but much more important to that, it allows you to have an exit strategy, a way to take care of your family long after the years where the typical person really wants to be actively selling real estate. It's a great way to provide financial security for yourself and for your family long term.